Last week, we stumbled upon a killer estate sale at an amazing log cabin and brought home some great finds. And this week, we got to put some of that stuff to use, like these 300-gallon IBC totes. Spring rains have totally soaked our hollow.
Well,
You ready?
yep.
With the ground saturated like this, we have the perfect opportunity to start burning piles we stacked nearly a year ago. Using the totes and the irrigation transfer pump we manage our cabin water with, we're going to rig up Woody's truck so that if we need to, we can chase down any embers that get away from us. These piles have a lot of cedar in them, so we can't be too careful.
So the wind's coming from high to low, from the hillside down here. So it'll blow it that way, hopefully, which I have the most cleared in that direction. The only trees that I'm, kind of concerned about are this one, that one, and that one. The rest of them are far enough away and they're not over branching enough to really be a factor. So we got the excavator here if I need to knock something down or feed it.
Hey, guess what?
Ah,
You don't have any mud flaps.
I took the other one off?
Yeah.
Nice. At least I don't look mismatched now.
Stretch your hose. Make sure you got enough so you can actually use it.
It's a good plan, Dad.
Oh, I've done this.
How did you learn about that?
With buckets and out of breath
Yeah,
and
so I've determined we are definitely getting an old used brush truck.
Okay.
A little better.
Can I get you mud flaps with your name on them?
What are they going to say?
I don't know, big honky, something classy.
Honky?
Yeah.
One says cracker, the other one says honky.
El Güero Grande.
I need like a little, I just need to make like a little shoulder strap. They did it in NAM and EWO. Ready? Okay, here we go.
Holy crap. Dude, that is hot. That is hot, hot, hot. Yeah.
I'm afraid it's gonna catch the cedars on top.
But he's doing that over there. I'm going to get him his welding crap because it's getting real hot over there. And he's trying to keep it at bay, but it's getting real hot.
So he's got this side pretty wet, and then we're going to try to slow it down on all sides so that it doesn't get too hot and jump somewhere, catch one of these other trees. Got about 600 gallons there, and then the excavator's right there, so we can grab another tote. Did you already get the woods behind you? Yeah.
So it's still catching on everything. This side's pretty much got the first char on, so all the little stuff's burned up, but this side hasn't begun to burn at all.
So dainty, baby. Those blasting fast.
By the time the fire was under control, everyone was ready for dinner. Dad and I rode into town because I needed to take him home anyway, and Woody stayed behind to keep an eye on things. And when I arrived back at the cabin, dinner in hand, Woody was back on the excavator, adding to the pile.
Now you might be wondering why we're using the excavator for this and not the new skid steer. And here's why. Skid steer is being maintained, and Woody's been hard at work on that for a while.
So day 2 of working on the skid steer. Fixing up this guy. He's almost ready. I just need to grind this side and I think he'll be good. We got this one done yesterday. All right. Dad's pulling the sprocket off. I don't need to get any wheels. No idlers, no rollers. Fantastic. And it is raining like crazy out there. Like crazy. Look at that. Look at all that rain. And no, we didn't drive here in the little car. So we are driving the truck because of the rain. Yeah. But man, is she raining. The goal today is just to get the idlers back on and the new sprockets on. I don't know if we're going to end up doing the tracks because it's so wet. I'd love to do the tracks, but we'll see. It's only 11. We're working pretty good. Okay, we had a cool day for some apparent reason. Still rainy. I got the new set of tracks for this side because I have the right sprocket. I didn't notice when I got the sprockets probably 4 or 5 months ago that they were the wrong size. One of them was. One of them I think is for a smaller machine. But we got the front rollers flipped, so the fresh caps on the bottom here for wear, and I welded up. Took it off obviously and filled the wear area so that it's contacting here on both sides, and bolted it back up. So we have a lot less slop. There's still slop. There has to be slop in order to allow for dirt and movement and stuff. But that's way better. All my rollers are good. We got our new sprocket on with some orange Loctite. So that one's good, and we're gonna go ahead and put this new track on. These things are wicked heavy. So I had to bring it over here with the excavator. They're close to OEM. They're not exact OEM, but they're the good tracks. They're not cheap Chinesiums. KTSU, whatever that is. So we're gonna go ahead and get this unloaded, set it down. I'll need to lift the back end up. I did get a 12-ton jack to lift this corner up a little bit more so we can easily get this track on. Tomorrow, my new sprocket will show up at the dealership and I'll exchange it for the sprocket that they gave me before. Oh shit. No! Ah! 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 We've been at this for about an hour and a half, and I don't feel great. I think definitely the key to victory is getting that bottom roller, getting it underneath that bottom roller. I think I might need to do to the pad eye down there. Let's try that. Actually, no. We're gonna leave that locked. I might use that, but we're gonna pull. So the hardest part of doing this without equipment is getting just getting it on all 3 points, right? Because you got to get the beginning before the teeth on all 3 points: bottom roller, top, front idler. It seems to be that the front idler is the easiest to get on initially, and then after that comes the planetary, like the actual planetary assembly before the sprocket. That's a nice little touch point. But the bottom roller is the key. That one's the pain in the butt, and that's the one that is a diminishing resource for me because everything is settling down because I didn't have time or a compactor to pack this place down much. I'm yelling because I have audio on, sorry. There we go. That's better. Now I'm not yelling. So my idea, because I'm just using ratchet straps and tire spoons, these are lifesavers. I mean, a tank bar is nice, but these are much lighter and easier to use one-handed. And I've used them for tires too. They also work well for that. But man, I use these to get all the dirt out of these things. I use them to put them back on and take them off. Well, we're gonna see if I can use them to put them back on, but I've taken them off with them. They're just great altogether. You know, they don't replace a rock bar. You need a dedicated rock bar and a tank bar. But yeah, so I'm gonna try a ratchet strap to the bottom here over to the tie down point right there. See if we can pull this kind of that way, which is where we need to go to get it over that roller. And I'm also fighting the gravel because the gravel's squishy under here. And I'm also fighting the machine sinking into the dirt and making this process that much harder. So that's fun. We'll see if it'll do. Oh yeah. Reload it a little bit. Okay, now I think we need to pull some slack out of the top right here. Hopefully it doesn't slide off, but we can deal with that if it does. I don't want to throw another ratchet strap up top right now. I can get it back up there, but getting the bottom on is the most important thing right now. I don't want to pre-cut my track on my roller there. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. This guy here. Okay. Get it off some of them. Good, now we're only on 3. We're only on 3 sprocket teeth. It's times like this I wish I had thicker boots. Everything else I like them, but man, when it comes to bashing stuff, it hurts. Okay, we are to the teeth on the bottom roller, one tooth touching on that fourth or fifth roller, and we're almost to the teeth on the top sprocket. Now I got to lift up some more on the back, hopefully, and then we should get some air between these guys right here. This guy is no problem. It's just a matter of readjusting the top strap up here to pull all the slack, you know, there. And I'll see if I can kick more of the middle in. But yeah, that's going to be our next obstacle right there. Okay, I need to go a little higher. All right, got the first ones. Now it's time to get the top ones. Give me my stick back. Oh yeah, woo! Oh, that's so fantastic. Oh, man, that is a great time. A great time. That's so great. You may need a friend to help you get it off your truck or equipment to bring it over to you. But as far as getting it on, you can do it with 2 tire spoons and 2 ratchet straps. That's it. Oh, it feels good. Finally have that done. All right, so that's how you do it. As long as you can get the track to the machine, you and a friend or yourself, using a little bit of American muscle, can get them back on. Tire spoons. Buy the tire spoons. A lot of places don't sell those, the big long ones. I want to say I bought mine at like off Amazon or something because I just couldn't find. Every auto parts store nowadays seems like it's selling less and less tools and I mean obviously the auto parts are crappier than they used to be. They're just not selling all the things, and you know, Harbor Freight typically is a place you go for something like that. And I don't recall. I would check online, but I don't recall that they sell these guys. These are by Ken Tool USA. These are the T45 Alphas or 34645s. I don't know which one's the model number or which one's what, but those are the numbers that are on these. It's got 1 standard spoon and 1 high leverage spoon with the double whatever curve thing. Those work great. Okay, we went and did a swap for the proper sprocket. So we got our other sprocket and we're gonna see if we can beat our time from yesterday. I think it took me about 2 hours, 2.5, 2 hours maybe. These things weigh about 600 pounds, so I don't feel bad that it took me that long. Okay, so we got the tracks on. We're starting with the coolant, mainly because I can still turn the vehicle on and move it if I need to without any coolant. Okay, I think we're good. We're going to shut this petcock off real quick. Okay, didn't overflow. The coolant looks good, so that's a good sign. That means we don't have any leaks, usually. There's no oil in the coolant, so that's good. Head gasket is intact. Okay, and we are filling that yet again. I hate getting coolant anywhere because the stuff is toxic as hell. This thing is so jacked up. I really need to get the drainage stuff around here done, because right now this whole entire ground is just saturated. Look at that. And then as soon as I move some rock, it's wet. Right? Just move some rock, it's wet. So